Oilers forwards Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl to take your questions. Please raise your hand and wait for the microphone. We'd ask you to please direct your questions to one of the two players. We'll start left side, front row.
Connor, I know you guys finished it off, but just a thought in the second period of the work that Stuart Skinner did when you guys were under duress and how he gave you a puncher's chance tonight.
He was great again. Great again. Gave us a chance to win. That's all you ask from your goalie. And made some big saves there in the second, in overtime. Gave us a chance.
Right side, front row.
Connor, the guy beside you now has 3 overtime goals in these in the postseason. Had some great defensive work in a couple of rounds too. How would you quantify, his postseason so far?
You can't put a number on it. He's invaluable. Does so many good things. Clutch, face-offs, you name it, he does it. Doesn't get enough respect or credit for his defensive abilities. When he's dug in, there's not many better, maybe nobody better.
Right side, front row.
Leon, can you, we watched your team play 3 series here, and the game looked different tonight. Obviously, Florida's really good. I get that. But can you quantify how much harder it was to play against them, how much harder it was to execute with the way you guys want to play against that team?
Yeah, I mean, they bring a different challenge than the rounds prior. Every team has their identity. Every team, plays their own style, and obviously they're an aggressive team. They're in your face. That's what makes them who they are, and we got to find a way to beat that. And I thought it was a pretty evenly played game. Obviously, we got it done when it mattered, but yeah, they're obviously a good team.
Left side, front row.
Leon, Kasperi told us in the locker room just now that he thought this was maybe his last chance in the NHL. What has he brought to your group since he's arrived?
A lot. Like he seems to be a player that you can kind of plug in any spot. He kills penalties when you need him to. Obviously, his speed creates a lot of confusion for oppositions, and when he's confident and playing the way that he has been, he's really tough to handle. Obviously, yeah, we took a chance on him, and it's paid off big time for us.
Right side, front row.
Hey, Connor. Matthias Ekholm looked like he may not be available for you guys in the playoffs. He comes in here, second game, plays 25 minutes, scores a tying goal. Just want a thought on how big it is to have him back and what you're seeing out of him right now.
Yeah, massive to have him back, obviously. Not only for what he does on the ice, but also off the ice. Big-time leader in that room. Impressive to step in at the most difficult time of the year, after missing time. So can't give him enough credit for how hard he's worked to put himself in this position. The medical staff to get him back. It's been a full team effort to get him back here to this point, and big goal, obviously. But I thought he played great overall.
Left side, front row.
Yeah, Connor, can you speak to the poise that your team showed down 3-1? A year ago was your first Cup final for the core. 12 months later, could you feel that experience helping in a moment like tonight where you understand what this stage is about now?
Yeah, I think Florida has closed out games extremely well. Obviously, we put ourselves in a tough spot. I thought maybe with a little bit of luck, maybe the call goes different on the first one. They score on the power play and find a way to get one off the rush too. So put ourselves in a tough spot. I thought it was a massive goal from RV, massive, timely, and we just hung in there. And I think that that is experience, as you said. Just knowing that you don't got to open it up. We don't need to. We got to hold them at 3 and find a way to get one. And unfortunately, we did.
Right side, second row.
Leon, your goal, I wonder if you could just take us through that and some of the passes that were made before the puck got to you as well, and what that meant for that play.
I mean, that's the whole goal right there. Obviously, I'm standing over there watching this whole thing unfold, and I'm the beneficiary, but the work is done way before that. It's four really good plays in a row, pairs with a great play to Davo. and then amazing pass over, and then obviously I'm the beneficiary. But lots of great plays on that play.
Take a few more. Left side, fourth row.
Leon, you tied the NHL record for most overtime goals in 1 year with your teammate Corey Perry. I ran into your parents just afterwards, and they were actually behind the net where you scored. What does it mean? I know you're NHL, you're obviously an adult, but having your parents here at the biggest time and being able to score in front of them.
I mean, it's everything. They just like any hockey parent that's in this situation. They've sacrificed time, money, whatever you want to call it, but it's special to have them here. Special for them to be a part of this and have them around. And obviously it worked out well that they got a front row seat there.
Right side, second row. Mike.
Yeah, Leon, just wondering what's it like to get this chance again and being a little healthier and not as banged up as maybe you were 12 months ago?
Yeah, it feels good. I think that goes for a lot of our guys. We obviously, some of our guys got pretty banged up early last year in the playoffs, and sometimes the fatigue just seems to set in a little bit quicker. So it's nice to feel good and healthy, and hopefully it stays that way.
Two more. Left side, third row.
Connor, I know Leon already talked about Kapanen's contribution, but you got a goal from Arvidsson, Podkolzin had an assist, Kapanen had 2 assists. For those guys to contribute in that way in Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Final, can you kind of just talk about what kind of boost that was for you guys?
It takes everyone. I mean, how many times are we going to say that? It takes everybody, obviously. And I thought that whole Janmark line was dangerous all night. I thought they were a big difference maker. They could have been the difference maker in overtime. I thought they were the only line that was generating. Arby with a big goal, as I said. Podsy makes a great play. Janmark is doing what he does. Cap as well. That would have been a pretty special goal there if he'd put that breakaway in. That was a beautiful little rush. So we got lots of players who are playing well at the right time. All good stuff.
Last one, left side, second row.
You can describe the emotion of getting a winning goal in overtime in a Stanley Cup Final game.
Yeah, it's tough to describe. You're obviously locked in, and especially on the power play, you're looking to finish it, and some incredible plays that made it pretty easy for me to put that home. So yeah, it's a special feeling. It's great for right now, but we got to look ahead and get ready for Game 2.
Thanks a lot, guys.